komputera. To tam. W ostatnim tym odcinku właśnie skończyliśmy na jak w poprzednim odcinku jak samochód do nas przyleciał. No i teraz zobaczymy, co się wydarzy. Także DeLorean otwieramy i zobaczymy, co tu będzie.
Doc?
Właśnie, poszukujemy doktorka, ale właśnie wtajemniczony Marty właśnie poszukuje prawdy.
Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Megafon? Dobra. Coś nagrane?
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
Zostawił but.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
To nieźle.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc. Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
A, to jest...
Once I know when to look for Doc.
Okej, dobra. Dobra, nic nie ma więcej. Dobra, no to lecimy dalej. Aha. To nieźle. Coś się zawiesiło? Halo? No nie! Gra mi się zawiesiła. Nie, gra mi się zawiesiła. Niedobrze. Przecież mamy Einsteina. Mamy psa. Przecież pies wszystko trafi.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie?
Poszukuje, nie? Znaczy trafi. Poszukuje.
Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Dobra. I gdzie do nas zaprowadzi?
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie? What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? Why couldn't Doc have invented a dog translator?
Tłumacz języka psiego? No nie wiem, stary.
I guess there's time for a quick game. Okay, now I'm ready.
Może coś jeszcze jest? Trzeba zbadać wszystko. O, lewym shiftem możemy sprintować. Nic nie ma, dobra.
I see you sneaking into that liquor store, young man!
Ejo.
It's locked.
No jest zamknięte. Ale mamy... Można zadzwonić.
Step away from the door! Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on.
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
Nie jestem chuliganem.
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Nie każdy. Nie każdy skateboardista jest chuliganem. No, nie każdy, naprawdę. Sam to wiem, bo sam jestem skateboardistą, więc... Kim ty jesteś?
E. Strickland. You aren't related to Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes. What's old man Strick? I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced for myself, slacker.
Mój pies mnie tutaj sprowadził.
State your business, child! You're making me miss Merv!
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see. A shoe? Now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
No i co? Bez kitu. I on tak stoi non stop.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Oj, biedny piesio.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Nawet nie
Have a
zapaliła.
seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids!
Ona totalnie wszystko obserwuje. Czy ona w ogóle totalnie śpi? Jakieś zdjęcia, nie wiem, z lat 80. Nie, 50. Bo...
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing.
Ma tutaj dużo gazet. Nie wiem, ma kota, bo tu jest niska, druga. No, ma kota, widać to. Cukierki.
Oh, the candy looks older than I am.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Miss Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Tak, ale żadnego kota tu nie widzę, więc...
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
Kaloryfer.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
I don't need to fake a tea whistle while she's in the kitchen.
Ma dużo papieru zbyt. Ma telewizor, spoko.
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Powiem tak, ona chyba totalnie nie śpi. Ona tylko siedzi na jakimś, nie wiem, czymś. Ale to było lepiej nie widać. Na czymś i po prostu... Ach, chuligani! Nie spać, zwiedzać. Bez kitu.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Yeah. No, ma wyrąbane, ona totalnie...
Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past?
Wiesz, to jest taka jedna sytuacja, że ona totalnie tylko obserwuje. Ma megafon, ma...
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Co jest?
Yes?
Kiedy pani straciła drugi bot? O,
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Doing some stargazing?
Oh, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Mówię. Ona nie spuszcza nic z oczu, po prostu spatrzy i takie... Wy tam! Zejdźcie z tego drzewa! Wiem, co potraficie zrobić! Ja nie mogę. Właśnie po co masz tyle papierów?
What's with all these newspapers?
Dobra,
This
gazety,
is my personal
gazety, papiery, jakieś
archive.
tam.
I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
No w sumie mogę mieć jakieś, nie wiem, gazetki, które mogą mi pomóc, nie?
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Czyli nie chce nam dać tych papierów. Dobra.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch,
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Dobra. Więcej
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Dobra.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Trochę dalej, dobra. No nic, dobra. To tam... Sia Derci? Coś w tym stylu? Dobra, nieważne. Bez kitu. Wychodzimy.
Would you mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Do you have to go? I get so few visitors these days.
But
And I'd hate to have to tell my brother, your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were to me. Especially with graduation coming up and all.
I guess I'm stuck here for a while.
Ale co jeszcze muszę? Przecież mamy dużo informacji. No, gazetek nie możemy wziąć. To jest oczywiste. Kuchnię byliśmy. Do ulicy nie możemy. Musimy jeszcze z nią pogadać? Serio? Dobra.
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
To wiem, czemu nie mogliśmy jeszcze wyjść. Musieliśmy spojrzeć na lornetkę.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Teraz chyba możemy wyjść, nie?
I'm not leaving until I find Doc somewhere in those newspapers.
Serio? Dobra. Tu musimy z nią pogadać chyba.
Excuse me, Miss Strickland? I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year, as I recall.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
Nie mam nic.
I told you not to touch those. I told you not to touch those.
A to co teraz? Czekaj.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
I teraz możemy wziąć gazetę. O, matko, dobra.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
O, jeszcze się przebrał w te lata. Do 1931.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Do pracy.
It's, my uniform. Didn't I tell you? I got a job.
At the Model T factory?
Yeah. No.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Dobra. Teraz my robimy swoje.
You ready to go, Einstein?
Lecimy. Czyli tak, najpierw.
Time circuits,
Dziwnie.
on. Flux capacitor, fluxy.
Teraz wpisujemy.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Dobra, no to lecimy. Odbijać doktorka. Ale że aż mu się chce 2 kilometry z buta iść? Jestem pod wielkim wrażeniem, że się aż tak poświęca dla swoich nóg.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Ten jak chodzi, nie wiem, stary pijany idzie tak, nie wiem, bez kitu. Nie wiem, czy widzieliście taki rynek. Nie wiem, czy widzieliście takiego starego pijanego, który chodzi tak zgarbiony, nie wiem, jakby czegoś szukał. Bez kitu.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
A jak myślicie, czat? Czat, jak myślicie? Czat? Coś pomożecie? A, dobra. I muszę sam to robić. Dobra. To jest jak ze sprawdzianem. Muszę sam odpowiedzieć dobrze.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
No, not really.
That's the spirit. Destroy them with indifference. If we refuse to patronize their establishments and glorify their wicked exploits, they'll soon be exposed for the pathetic wretches they are. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
One widać po rękach, że jest taka niecierpliwa, tu próbuje być spokojna. Widać to po twarzy. Harvey Callahan, Sonny Crockett. No dawać Harry'ego Callahana.
Harry Callahan.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Callahan. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc. Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, Bob.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Powiem tak, na razie eksplorujemy, tak.
Hello?
No solicitors!
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
Soup kitchen. Dobra, pójdźmy najpierw do doktorka.
Who are you and what do you want?
Can I talk to, Carl Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
No.
Then scram.
O, jest okno. Zobaczmy.
Doc!
Marty,
Doc!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right. But what?
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Pogadać z gangsterami, tak, jak gangsterzy są tylko podli, źli, wolą tylko hajs, pieniądze i zabijanie, nie? Instant, no, niezbyt. Myślę, że mogę wydostać cię z więzienia. No, zobaczymy. Zniszczyć to, no, zniszczyć i wydostać coś tam sobie.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Że co, czat? Że co? LOL.
don't talking to yourself cause, you know, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
Siema, Szumi, siema. No, jakoś leci. Próbuję wydostać doktorka. Ale zanim trzeba go wydostać, to trzeba pierw zrobić w ten sposób, że jego młodsze ciało, w którym jest w 1931 roku, w którym właśnie Marty jest w przeszłości, musi znaleźć doktorka ciało 17-letniego, czyli jego ciało, co nie? W wieku 17 lat. I właśnie musimy stworzyć rocket drill, czyli jakby machinę, czy tam maszynę, która wierci dziurę, coś w tym stylu. No i teraz się go pytamy, jak stworzyć, jak zbudować tą maszynę, nie?
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. What I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Dobra, i teraz gdzie mamy znaleźć twoje młodsze ty, no.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Dobra. Czyli tak, lecimy do sklepu z zupą. I to chyba jest tak. Soup kitchen door.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Czyli tak, ten typo... ten typo... To jest dziadek Martiego. Tak przy okazji, nie?
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right. That's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 plus 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Podejrzewam, że to są właśnie ci gangsterzy.
Okay. Hey, never mind.
Ten zafascynowany jakąś zupą.
Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline. There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Telefon.
Brown results?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Dobra, no to szybko na courthouse. Czekaj.
What are those tables for?
We keep a few extra tables around for our end-of-the-month hobo soirees.
Dobra. Nic więcej. Wychodzimy i szukamy Emmeta Browna, tak? Czyli doktorka w młodszych latach. Co to robi Einstein?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Okej, dobra. To nie jest pies.
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm, Harry Callahan.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, h2 of A multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out less than expectation value of a, right? No.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Callahan, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
No, jest trochę przerażone. Mówisz tak, jakbyś był trochę odrobinę przerażony.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Słyszałem, że pracujesz nad wiertłem.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Of course, that's Newton. But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant mass if acceleration is reduced by the inverse of the derivative of the speed relative to the speed of light? Oh, which brings back to h.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
A, to już...
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge.
Okay, you can...
I am...
What does he eat?
I have absolutely no idea.
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
A może a mam megafon? Ty, mam! Mam recording.
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Oh.
No to mamy nagranie.
A is expectation value, but only if the coefficient of
To
friction
mamy
remains
nagranie i
constant.
wracamy do doktorka. O nic jeszcze nie trzeba, nie?
Doc!
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
Tak, i mam nagranie, czekaj, gdzie to jest?
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Jest git chyba. Dziadek w czapie dżuguci. Tak, pewnie. Dobra. Nagrałem twoje młodsze... Twoje, no.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief. Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanhoff's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
Właśnie, widziałem mojego dziadka.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's tannin is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot. What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
Chyba nic więcej nie trzeba. Nie, chyba nic nie
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Dobra, czyli lecimy do Emmeta. Czyli młodsze ciało doktorka.
Oh, let's start over.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Callahan.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah!
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Nie możemy powiedzieć prawdy. Dobra, czule zwrotne.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
A, teraz możemy gadać, tak?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
Ja chcę dzisiaj. No, bo musimy uratować dziadka. No, doktorka.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Ale spytać zawsze wolno.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here! How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up.
My mistake.
Yeah, you're a mistake, all right, meathead.
No to musimy z nim jednak pogadać.
Keep an eye on Trixie. That broad's going all squirrely on me.
You got it, kid.
Well, you gonna stand there like an okie, or you gonna shine my shoes?
No dobra, niech będzie. Czyścimy jego butę.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
No, ze Szukamy. No, dobrze. Nie będziemy od niego kupować. Możemy się spytać.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
So one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
Hey kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Dokładnie, dobrze. Dobrze, że ukradliśmy.
What did you do?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett! Emmett!
tak się
Nobody makes a
widziałem.
monkey out of Kid Tannen.
Ow! Fix me up!
Where do you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Teraz tak, mamy kapelusz naszego dziadka. Teraz to... Co to robi jedna?
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Callahan. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions, not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
Masakryczny pościg, bez kitu. Dobra. Co to jest Stay Sober Society?
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
The Stay Sober Society.
Yes, we do generally provide refreshments for the Stay Sober Society, but I'm afraid they may not be able to meet tonight. They haven't got a meeting space.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You could meet in the speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now, wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
Gdzieś. Coś Emmet ma?
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, you know, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You, of all people, should know that.
But couldn't you tweak your engine design a little so it runs on something else?
Like what?
I don't know, gas maybe?
Gasoline? Pfft, yesterday's news. You'll see. By 1940, automobiles will all run on pure alcohol.
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured.
O, dobra. Możemy... Czy w ogóle przeczytam na temat machiny czasu?
Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas?
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Gdzie znajdziemy Artie McFly?
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
Mamy tu psa, który węszy wszystko.
We'll get that subpoena delivered, or my name isn't...
Harry Callahan!
Yeah! Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out. Huh, déjà vu.
Dokładnie, déjà vu.
Need any help?
Never mind.
Można iść dalej? Nie. A, czekaj chwilę. Tutaj cofnąłem. To jeszcze raz. Jeszcze raz.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know. Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry. Some other time.
Need any help?
Never mind.
Czekaj.
Nah. Nah.
To jeszcze raz.
What now?
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena. It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got something for you.
It's a
Subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry. Some other time.
Chyba mam pomysł. Ale będzie dość ryzykowny. Bierzemy tak, megafon. Boże, nie megafon, tylko no to urządzenie, co jakby no, co tworzy nagranie, coś w tym stylu. Szukamy go. O, już znaleźliśmy go. Teraz musimy go nagrać.
Well, well, look who's back! They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, matches! Down from... What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
I tu mamy nagranie. I chyba o to nam
Don't
chodziło.
make me angry,
I don't think they're in a
Smucko!
talkative
Get down
mood
here
right now.
and face the music!
I don't think they're in a talkative
You
mood
can't get
right
away
now.
that easy. Nobody puts one over on...
Einstein, help!
Lay off! Get away from
Get
me,
out
you
of
crazy nut!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey, where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
Dobra, no to mamy nagranie. to tak, mamy nagranie, teraz lecimy do Artera. Do Artura, nie? Mamy nagrania tego typa, więc powinno być git, nie?
What now?
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
No i
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena.
Aha, dobra. To jest to, tak? Tak, to jest to.
Arthur McFly,
Yeah?
got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I hate doing stuff like that. But I won't have to much longer.
No?
Once we get that 190 proof alcohol and build my rocket drill, my future will be set and I'll be able to quit this crummy job.
Oh, right.
Teraz co robimy?
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Okej, dobra. Czyli Emmet potrzebuje alkoholu. Spoko.
We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Może powrócimy do doktorka, może on będzie miał jakiś problem.
Doc!
Marty, how goes the escape plan?
Your younger self needs 190 proof booze to fuel his rocket drill.
Well, that could be a problem.
I know, we're both underage.
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed throughout the country. Are you sure you're about to graduate from high school?
I'm kidding, Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have, I'll never understand the teenage compunction to make a joke out of everything.
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty, but I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
Dobra. Nic
Hang in there, Doc.
informacji. No tak, ale skąd wyciśniemy? Soup kitchen? Może soup kitchen? Aha. Chyba soup kitchen. No tak, bo tu jest alkohol. No.
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
This is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Czy wiadomo, że to chodzi o alkohol.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
The kitchen?
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Spokojnie, nie chcę się na żartach.
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Tak, mówię do ciebie.
Can I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried...
Posolić? Nie, może być tak. Może być to gorzkie albo słone. Więc... Sól? Nie, sól do zupy no trochę nie. Będzie dziwny smak. Papryka może być, ale na się odpada. Parsley, nie wiem co to jest. Chili powder. Z tych dwóch na pewno może być. Czyli najpierw weźmiemy parsley.
Parsley? It might help to, complement the mellow flavor of the cabbage.
Compliment the mellow... What are you talking about?
Trust me.
You might be onto something, kid. Let me see what I got.
Okej. Teraz tak.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
No bo to słychać.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Coś tutaj jest nie tak. Emmet,
Huddle up, Emmett.
masz coś...
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Emmet coś wymyśla. Dobra, spróbuję coś...
Are those all cabbage soup?
Last time I checked.
Don't you have any other kinds of soup?
No.
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried giving the soup a little heat, maybe?
Why, is it getting cold?
No, I mean like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Ah, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we?
Ale warto spróbować jakieś nowe smaki.
Eureka!
Nie, bo to słychać.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
Czekaj. Ty, Emmet, coś otworzył. Otworzył. Dobra. Emmet, coś
Emmet.
ma.
Yes?
Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't gonna let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right. Oh, that's interesting.
Just a little mechanical
Bardzo
ingenuity.
interesujące.
In the end, the door is
Ale dobry
open.
pomysł.
Yeah, good job.
Bardzo dobry pomysł na otwarcie tych drzwi. Dobra,
We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
dobra. No to chyba teraz możemy wejść. Co nie? On dalej i tak jest ślepy.
Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now. I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out. I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob...
Nie mam totalnie pomysłu. Jak? Jest dobrze? Dalej źle?
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Ten już wnerwiony. Ten już wnerwiony. Leci i już.
Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Nie mam pomysłu co tu zrobić, totalnie. Tak, może coś mi tu.
I don't think so.
What is it, kid?
So this place used to be a soup kitchen.
What do you mean used to be? Despite recent changes in ownership, this joint is still available for the purposes of distributing food to the needy and the not so well-to-do, and no other purposes whatsoever.
Right. What's a tough guy like Kid Tannen doing running a soup kitchen?
Mr. Tannen purchased the soup kitchen from the Sisters of Mercy in an effort to repair his reputation as a respectable community figure after his fine name was besmirched by the malignant and malicious actions of the misguided vandals that done burned down his place of business.
It's Speakeasy.
I cannot confirm nor deny any claims of so-called illegal bootlegging at the... Just eat your damn soup, pipsqueak.
Dobrze, ale spokojnie, dobra?
Why is the soup in a barrel?
'Cause it's hard to ladle off the floor.
Ale w takim... Rok 31, nie? 1931. Takie miski tworzyli. Znaczy, takie były duże, nie? A 2020, XXI wiek są mniejsze, a tu są większe. Co jest? Jest kilku. Weźmy coś więcej, bo zaczyna się robić jak u Nerwariena. Stary, ja się skupiam, co by tutaj dalej robić. Gdybyś był na moim miejscu, to byś tylko więcej gadał niż robił. Ja się zastanawiam, co dalej robić. Więc... No. Dobra. Spróbuję go zachęcić do różnych
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Jeżeli, Szumi, masz jakiś patent, jak go zachęcić, no to podawaj mi informację, nie? Ja totalnie nie mam nic. Może coś z telefonem. Właśnie, może coś z telefonem będzie. Może coś z telefonem.
Brown results.
Emmet ma coś?
Emmett,
Yes?
we'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep...
Okej, spoko, ale...
Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now.
Jakaś zagadka może? Dobra.
I still think the soup needs more flavor. Nice rack.
Yeah,
Okay. Hey, I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out.
Nie mam pomysłu. A, i będzie jakaś animacja.
What?
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
I ma... nie wiem, jest coś, żeby to jakby...
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
Ale jest czymś zainteresowany. Dobra, no to chyba jest nasza chwila.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
Już 11 minut.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
Co, idziemy do meta?
What is it, kid?
Mind if I look around a bit?
No.
Ma coś Emmet?
Emmett,
Yes?
we'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
A, czekaj.
Emmet.
O, ktoś ma.
Yes?
Obviously, this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right, that might explain the elevator. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now. I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out.
Nie, naprawdę. Się zastanawiam, co by tu zrobić.
What is it, kid?
So this place used to be a...
What do you mean use it this so ever?
Right.
Dobra, trzeba wyjść i zobaczyć, co jest nie tak. Może da rady tam pójść dalej. Nie wiem, może doktorek tu ma jakiś plan. Albo dobra, jak coś to mi napiszcie, bo i tak będzie za chwilę koniec. 8 minut live'a to tyle da radę skończyć jakby teraz ten odcinek. Dobra, siema, elo, prezydento, gitarka i coś, no, to jest kit.